Today, we're going to spend a few minutes talking about urban community assessment. The overall objectives for the community assessment session are to know how and where to gather key information about an urban community, to know what community vitality metrics are and how to assess them, to know how to go about engaging a community to determine strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, to know the importance of empathy and to determine your own sources of motivation and passion, and to know the importance of and methods for determining community development plans and priorities. So some of these objectives we dealt with in another part of the session, and we're going to deal with the remainder of them here. We assess an urban community in order to gain insight and establish empathy. And these are the first steps toward establishing an important community problem or need that can lead to a sustainable business opportunity. Assessing urban community quality of life is not only a local concern. The United Nations World Urban Forum convenes urban community representatives from around the world to discuss the issues confronting urban communities. So this is a global concern. Community vitality metrics allow you to objectively assess and compare quality of life in different urban communities. Some metrics are more quantifiable than others, but the idea is to gain an overall view of community vitality by identifying and measuring component parts. In 2012, the Detroit Future City Report defined a series of quality of life elements. These elements were designed with Detroit in mind, but can be applied to any urban community. The elements include attributes like health and education, public services, mobility, and the environment, and others. Detroit Future City separately defined quality of life and quality of business elements. One could imagine that quality of life and quality of business elements could be in conflict, as in the case of environmental regulations versus environmental quality. So if you're dropped in the middle of a new community, how do you get to know it? How do you go about getting to know an urban community, an urban community's characteristics, its qualities, its needs? You can start by researching publicly available information sources such as the internet, doing an internet search, or blogs and websites, newspapers, magazine, books, other print media. There are a number of ways you can research a community. And you can find out a lot about a community by researching it at a distance. But to really understand a community, you must engage. You must experience and interact with the community and its people up close. So how do you engage a community? So for example, you can tour the area. You can live and work and shop or volunteer there. You can talk and listen to community members. You can attend community social gatherings and events. There are any number of ways you can directly engage with a community to learn more about it. You must also get to know the organizations and people that make the community work, and to understand their mission, their viewpoint, and their aspiration. Examples of these organizations are advocacy groups, business organizations, community development or business development organizations, faith-based institutions, etc. Once you have gained an understanding of a community, performing a SWOT analysis, that's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, can help you understand how and where a sustainable business opportunity can improve conditions. SWOT analysis assesses the strengths and weaknesses of a community, which are internal factors, as well as opportunities and threats, which are external factors. Your goal is to identify an important community need that you may be able to translate into a business opportunity. If you can address one important need at a time by creating a sustainable business, then over time you may be able to improve community vitality and quality of life. You and your team will begin the process of engaging a community by first choosing and engaging with an urban entrepreneur partner. Your partner will be your concierge to the community they serve. That is, they will help you understand the community and will connect you with people in the community who can help you research and validate the business opportunity you are pursuing. At a high level, the process looks like this. You first choose your community partner or your urban entrepreneur partner, and with that partner's help, you then research and engage the community. Then you document and validate the problem that your urban entrepreneur partner is aiming to solve. Then you document and validate that business opportunity and that business model. You're going to work with your team to then innovate improvements to the business model. And you'll validate your improvements by further community engagement. And finally, at the end of the semester, you will present your new and improved business model to your urban entrepreneur partner and to a panel of community stakeholders. So thank you. Risk, fail, try, do. And don't forget to say, go blue.